Céline Dion's journey from a small town in Quebec to the international stage is a testament to resilience, talent, and the power of unwavering belief. Born on March 30th, 1968, in Charlemagne, Quebec, a town so modest it barely appeared on maps, Celine was the 14th child in a large family. Her parents, TZ and Admar Dion, worked tirelessly to support their brood, but the family's financial struggles were constant. Despite the hardships, music was at the heart of their home. Her father played the accordion, her mother sang, and the older siblings contributed by composing and harmonizing. Celine's first exposure to music came not through the stage, but through the family's kitchen table, where songs were the language they used to express everything, from joy to sorrow. The early spark, a natural talent, unnoticed by the world. Celine's musical journey began at the tender age of 5, when she first climbed onto the kitchen table to sing for her family. Without hesitation, she belted out a song with such confidence that the room went quiet, her voice stopping everyone in their tracks. It was clear to her family that she wasn't just another child with a decent voice. There was something exceptional in her. At 12, Celine's mother sent a demo tape of her singing a song she had written, "It Was Only a Dream," to the respected music manager René. Though he nearly discarded the tape, something compelled him to listen again, and the second time, he was moved to tears by Celine's raw, emotional voice. This was the moment that changed everything for her. René's belief and the start of a professional journey. René believed in Celine long before she believed in herself. When he met her, he found a 12-year-old girl with no polished performance to show, only raw talent. He immediately signed her and did something extraordinary. He mortgaged his own house to finance her first album. This wasn't just a financial decision. It was a declaration of faith in her potential. Over the years, as Celine's French-language albums gained traction in Quebec, René took deliberate steps to transform her from a talented teenager into a global star. This meant refining her image, improving her teeth with dental surgery, and training her in English to help her cross the cultural barrier that existed between Quebec and the rest of the world. Through all this, Celine understood that she wasn't being manufactured. She was being prepared for the world. A love that defied public scrutiny. While Celine's career began to soar, her personal life took a more complicated turn. René, her longtime manager, was 26 years older than her, and as they spent more time together, their relationship evolved from professional to romantic. This love was met with public skepticism and harsh criticism, especially given their significant age difference. Tabloid headlines scrutinized their relationship, questioning whether Celine could have truly chosen René freely as an adult. Despite the backlash, Celine stood firm. In interviews, she stated unequivocally that she knew who René was to her and what they shared. "People can say what they want," she remarked, but she understood the love they had. In December 1994, they married in a beautiful ceremony in Montreal, and Celine, now a global star, walked toward René, her manager-turned-husband, with the same quiet conviction that had always defined her. Eurovision and the moment the world took notice. In 1990, Celine's career took an international leap when she represented Switzerland in the Eurovision Song Contest, with the song Ne partez pas sans moi, Don't Leave Without Me. At just 21 years old, Celine performed in front of 600 million viewers. Though she had little recognition outside of Quebec, this moment would change her trajectory. She won the competition by a single point, which seemed like a small margin but was, in fact, a game changer. This victory catapulted her from the Quebec music scene to international fame. It also marked the beginning of her journey into English-language music. This was the moment when the world began to take notice of Céline Dion, though no one could have predicted how quickly and how powerfully her career would skyrocket from here. The personal tragedy that almost broke her. At the height of her career, Céline Dion's personal life took a devastating turn. In 1998, René Angelil, the man who had believed in her when no one else did, was diagnosed with throat cancer. This news came as a shock to both Celine and the world. The man who had helped her achieve global stardom was now facing a battle that seemed impossible to win. Celine, who had built her life around her music, now faced a personal challenge that no fame or fortune could prepare her for. She stood by René's side through his treatment, her own career taking a back seat as she focused on being there for him. The world watched as Celine's once indomitable strength was tested in a way that went far beyond any stage or performance. The pain of loss and the decision to keep singing. In January 2016, René Angelil passed away after a long battle with cancer. The love story that had been so integral to Celine's rise to fame was now marked by the deepest kind of sorrow. She had lost not just her husband, but the person who had believed in her when no one else would. The loss was immense, and Celine took time away from the public eye to grieve. But the woman who had already survived public humiliation, poverty, and unimaginable personal loss was not done yet. Celine made the decision to return to the stage, to keep singing, because music had always been her way of surviving. She had nothing left to prove to anyone, but her music was still something the world needed. Conclusion: a legacy defined by resilience. Céline Dion's story is one of extraordinary resilience. She rose from the depths of poverty in Charlemagne, Quebec, to become one of the most recognizable voices on earth. Along the way, she endured public humiliation, the weight of an age-gap love affair that the world tried to tear apart, and the unbearable loss of her beloved husband. Yet she survived it all. Her story is not just about fame or success. It's about survival. It's about finding strength in the face of adversity and continuing to sing, even when the world doesn't expect you to. Céline Dion's legacy is one that will live on, not just in the music she created, but in the incredible journey she walked, step by step.